Alright, welcome back. So in this video we are going to talk about the anchor tag now. So this is one of my favorite tag because this has to do with creating links. Okay, so an anchor tag define a hyperlink. Okay, so I want you to think about any website that I have been seeing on the entire World Wide Web. Let's say go to google.com. If you go to google.com, here you can see there are many links like here Gmail or images. After that their box, and here you can see setting, terms, privacy, how search work, business, advertising, about India. There are a lot of links right here present. So Gmail, there is also a link. So if you hover over this text, you can see the left bottom corner of this browser. Here you can see https://mail.google.com. So this is the link, and this is add with a anchor tag or hyperlink tag. So if you click on this link, it will redirect to another page right here, Gmail. So as an example, if I want to define any link inside my document, you have to just type A and just hit tab. Here you can define your hyperlink. So here you can see href already present right here. So it means hyperlink reference. So where you can refer your link. I'm going to basically on my browser and copy this link. Copy and go there, and I'm just pasting my link here, https://google.com, and I'm just writing here google. So anchor tag comes in a pair. Inside one is open tag and another is a closing tag. Right here, this is a opening tag and this is a closing tag of anchor tag. And between the opening tag and the closing tag, you have to just define any text. Right here, I'm writing text like as a bracket text here. And if you want to see the difference, the right way to define your anchor tag is inside your body tag. If I cut it here and paste inside a body tag and format document like this, if I right click on my document and click and open in my default browser, so here is my document, and after the horizontal line I give here a link, and these are the text which I write in my code. Right here Google text here. So if I click on this text, it will redirect to this link. As example, right here, if I click on this text, it will redirect you to this link. As an example, google.com. So guys, if you want to define any link inside your document, so you have to type this link inside your anchor tag or a tag. So basically a tag define your hyperlinks in your document. So between the opening anchor tag or the closing anchor tag, you have to type text here, and if you click on this text on your document, it will redirect to this link. Remember that. And href means hyperlink reference, where you want to refer your text or a link. So guys, if you want to insert more than one link, you again you type A and hit tab, and this is the link where it will redirect you, and the text here, text 1. And if you want to insert more links, again you type anchor tag and hit tab button, and this is the link, and text is txt, text 2. And if you want to see the changes, right click, open default browser. So here you can see, but there is difference that I defined 3 links, one this, second and the third, but these are all in the same line. If you want to see this in the new line, you have to just type here br or a line break and write there br line break, and again right click, open in default browser, and here you can see the difference. These all are in separate line. So how you to do is, I'm already told you the use of br tag. If you click on this, it will redirect you to Google, and if I click on this, if I click on text 2. So guys, there is one more thing which I want to share with you. So I'm just change the text right here, link 1, and right here link 2. I'm doing these changes to just to show you. Link 3. I'm copy the link from here and paste it inside the second link and also in the third anchor tag like this. So if I right click on this document and click on open in default browser, so here you can see link 1, link 2, link 3. If I click on this, it will open Google page. If I click on second link, then same page. If I again click on link 3, if I again click on link 3, the same page google.com. But here you can see, if I click on any link 1 to 3, this will open a page in the same tab. If I click on link 1, then Google will open in the same tab. If I click on second, then you can see here again Google open in the same tab. If you want to open Google in a new tab, then go back to your code and here you have to add another text right here, which is target, T-A-R-G-E-T, target. So you have to just type simply target equals to and inverted commas. So if I write here underscore blank, I will show the difference between this. First you have to type right here, and again if I type target underscore parent, and in link 3 I have to type target underscore self, and if I copy this line and paste right here, I'm change the name to link 4 and make a difference right here, T-O-P, top. So guys, here you can see all the links are same but all the text are different right here, link 1, link 2, link 3, 4, and here I made some changes like target underscore blank, target equals to underscore parent, and target underscore self and top. So if I see the changes right here, right click and click on default browser. So here you can see all the links present here, but I made a simple changes to link 3 and link 4. I'm just writing here a BR tag to format document, and again if I open, here you can see in a simplified view link 1, 2, 3, 4. So in link 1 I type target equals to underscore blank. So the work of underscore blank is, if I click on link 1, it will open a new tab for this link. So if I click on this text, it will open this link but in a new tab. As example, if I click on this, here you can see it will open it in a new tab. But for link 2, if I click on this text, it will redirect me to this link. But what underscore parent do? Go back to your code, and here you can see if I click on link 2, here's the same, the link is open in the same tab. So if I click on link 3, then same. If I click on link 4, then same. So actually the difference is underscore blank. If I insert underscore blank, then it will open a new tab for the link, but in parent or self or top, it will open this link in the same tab. So that's all about the hyperlink. Thanks for watching. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we are going to discuss about the link tag, link LINK tag. So you have to come here, and in my previous video I already talked about anchor tag or href, hyperlink reference, and also target. So in this video we are going to talk about link tag. So if you want to define any link, just type LINK and hit enter. So the main thing right here is link tag is used to connect your external files to a HTML document. So link tag is used to connect your external files into your HTML document. Like as example, if you create a HTML document and after that you have create a CSS file, a external CSS file, then you have to use link tag to connect HTML document and a CSS document. So link tag is used in many forms, but the main thing is to relate your HTML document to your CSS file. So guys, don't worry, I will tell you everything about CSS from basic to advanced in my upcoming videos. So in this video we are going to talk about link tag. So basically link tag works as a connector between your HTML document and your external files. So as example, I will connect here a external style sheet into your HTML document. So as an example, if we click on the last one, project files folder, so here are two folders, starter or finish file. You have to click on finish file, and here you can see there are a lot of files. If I open index.html right here, so guys, you can see there is a link tag available. So the work of link tag is linking the external style sheet to your HTML document. So as an example, I connect a style sheet and the type of text or CSS, and the reference or the path is CSS /home. So the path is from CSS home.css. So right here your file is home.css. So this is the work of link tag. If I close this file and go back to your previous file right here, so the work of link tag is, if you want to link an external resource to your HTML document, then link tag is used. Mostly it is used to link a style sheet. So right here, if you want to add your link tag inside your document, you have to just type link and just hit tab button. So guys, here you can see there is a rel relation or href hyperlink reference. So the relation is style sheet by default, and href means hyperlink reference, where is the file stored. So right here I am creating a new file like example.css. If I want to link this CSS file into this HTML document, so I'm just writing here link relation is style sheet and hyperlink reference is, you have to just type dot front slash, and here file is seen example.css, just hit enter. Now the CSS file is linked to this HTML document. So in this way you can connect your HTML files to your CSS file or external resources, mostly for style sheets. So the best way to define your link tag is in your heading tag. Just cut here and paste it inside your heading tag. Right here in heading tag there is a title tag for your web page, and here is your link tag. So as example, if I want to see what this document is, just right click and open default browser. So here you can see there is nothing new, but if I go to my document and go to my CSS right here, and inside the CSS file I just write some code, body background color is blue. So again go to your HTML document and right click on open in default browser. So guys, here you can see the difference. Again, if I go to my code and change the color to green, light green right here, again go to your document, right click, open in default browser. So here you can see the difference. This is because of your CSS file. Don't worry, I will teach you how you can code in your CSS. So right here I am just showing the work of a link tag. If I remove this line or I do a comment in this comment, right click and click on default browser. So here is nothing to change, but if I comment out this line, now your CSS file is linked to your HTML document. Again right click on default browser, and here is the changes. So basically the work of link tag is linking the external resources to your HTML document, like mostly as style sheet or a CSS file. So that's all about the link tag. Thanks for watching. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we are going to talk about metadata. So the question arises what metadata is, and the answer is metadata contain the meta information of a document or HTML document. Meta information means all the useful information about your document is called metadata. So you have to just come here, and if you write any meta information in your document, you have to just type meta and just hit tab. So here you can type meta, META, and here you can see a lot of example like meta compat, meta desc, meta age, meta kw, or meta redirect, meta utf, or vp. So here are some example of meta. You can use meta to contain some specific information about your HTML document like character set or other useful information related to your document. So I'm just writing here simple meta and hit enter. So here you can see meta comes with a single tag, means it comes with a only opening tag. So right here you can see only meta. If you want to insert any information inside your meta, you have to do like as example, you have to type name, and inside name you can insert anything which you want, which is related to your document or a meta information about your document. And after that, content. So in the content you have to type all the meta information. As example, all the meta information. And in name you can type the name of your own meta information. Like an example, I'm just typing meta info. So in meta info name there is a data which is all the meta informations. As another example, I'm just writing meta, and here you can see a lot of example. If I choose the meta compact and hit enter, so here you can see meta http equip x-ua-compatible content ie equals to 7. This is useful as like if you open any document in your Internet Explorer which is compatible to this size x.ua. So this is a meta information about the any specific browser. As another example, I'm just writing meta, and in meta I'm just typing a name, and in name I'm just typing YouTube, and in content I'm just writing Code with Pankaj. Here you can see YouTube is a name and Code with Pankaj is a content inside the YouTube. So it is an example. Just if I make a website which is related to my YouTube channel Code with Pankaj, so I'm just defining my YouTube channel in the meta information in my document. As an example right here, name equals to YouTube and content equals to Code with Pankaj. So guys, the correct way to define your meta information is inside your head tag. Right here, command V to paste and format document. So I'm just previously told you that in heading tag or a head tag you contain all the main headings or main information about your page or about your document, like title of your document, or if you want to link any other style sheet or other document to your HTML page, they can use link tag. And if you want to define other information about your web page or a document, then you have to use meta. And in meta tag, as example, you can define your web page size or compatible with this browser or author name, etc. It's totally up to you. So as I give you another example of meta right here, if I just type meta and I'm just writing here character set UTF-8 and I'm closing this. So the character set is used to define your HTML document language or the character set of your HTML document. And if I give you another example, I'm just writing here meta or name, and in name I'm just writing description, and content, this is, now I'm just writing here HTML5 course. I'm now closing it. So in name, description, and it contain meta information about HTML5 course. So if I search on Google like HTML5 course, then it will show my web page or it will show my website there. So it is also used for SEO or scoring your website, and it also used to come your web page in your searching, or the search engine optimization used this meta information to rank your website. So as an example, if you want to define your keywords related to your HTML document, then you have to define in meta information, like I'm just writing meta or name equals to keyword, and in content I'm just writing keyword like HTML5 or HTML course, etc. If you want to define the author of your web page, then you have to define in meta information, inside a meta information, like meta or name, author, content equals to Pankaj right here. If you want to define your web page width or height of your document, I'm just defining here like meta, name equals to viewport, and in content I'm just writing width equals to device width, comma, initial scale equals to 1.0, and here closing tag. So you can see here a lot of example which contain the meta information or the important information about your document. So the main work of meta tag is containing all the meta information or a metadata related to your HTML document or your web page. So meta information also help you to optimize your website or search engine optimization to your website or your web page. So if I want to see the changes in my document, just right click and click on open in default browser. So guys, here you can see there is nothing to change because these are all meta information, not your body information of your document. So that's all about the meta tag. Thanks for watching. I will see you in my next video. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we are going to finish this section with the style information for a document. So in this video we are talking about style information for a document, and now we are ending this section with the style information. So just come here. In my last video I will told you related to meta information or a metadata, meta tag, and in this current video I am just showing you style information for a document, style tag. So if you want to define your style tag, so there is a question arise, what is style tag? So basically style tag is used to style your HTML document. It's work like as a inside CSS. If you want to place your CSS file inside your HTML document, then you put all the code inside your style tag. So if you want to write style tag, just type style style and hit enter, and here you can see there is a pair of tag like starting tag or a closing tag. So in my previous video I just created a file like example.css, but if I want to define this code of CSS inside my HTML document, like I'm just cut this code from here, command X, and paste it into the style tag right here. And if you want to see the changes, right click, open with default browser. So guys, here you can see there is nothing to change because there is a two way to define your CSS, which is internal or external. Means this is the internal CSS and this is the external CSS. I'm just writing here, this is a external CS, and comment this out. I'm just writing here, this is internal CSS, and comment this. So style tag is used to style your HTML document, or if you want to do some changes like in color or in style of your HTML document, then you have to put your old CSS file or old CSS code inside your style tag right here. If I do some changes like change the background color to red, and if I want to see the changes, right click, open in default browser, and here you can see it's changed the background color of your web page. Now again go for your code. If I do some other changes in my document, I'm just writing here h1, color of h1 tag is changed to white. Now go back to your code. So guys, here you can see if I do some changes in color or any styles of my document, then you have to put your old code of style code inside your style tag. So basically this is the use of style tag. So the best way to define your style tag is inside your heading tag. I'm just press command X to cut this from here and paste it inside your heading tag right here, command V, and format document. Now guys, here you can see I have pasted my code inside the heading tag right here. If I right click and open a default browser, here you can see my web page perfectly running. So guys, basically HTML is used to structure your web page and CSS is used to style your document. As example, like your body, internal parts is called HTML, and your body outer parts like your color, eyes color, nose color is called CSS. So there is a three type of CSS. First one is inline, second internal, or third is external. So as example, if you want to define some code outside your document, you can use external CSS. If you want to define some code in your HTML document, inside your HTML document, then you want to define in internal CSS. And if you want to define your CSS inside your line, so like example, this is a paragraph. I'm just show here for browser. So this is a paragraph, color is black. If I want to change this color to white, I'm go back to my code and write here style and color equals to white. So right click and open in default browser. So guys, here you can see the color of this paragraph is changed to white. So now go back to your code, and here you can see this is the inline CSS and this is the internal CSS, and guys, this is the external CSS. So we can use external CSS as globally or in many HTML document, but the internal CSS is used only inside this document, or the inline CSS is used only in this line or only this tag. So this is a main difference between your all CSS types: inline, inside or external. So guys, we will know more about CSS or this inline CSS, external, inside in my upcoming videos. But this is an overview of style tag. So in overview there is a 3 type of style tag, which is inline, internal and external. So the working of 3 part of style are same, but the difference is the way of defining your style: inline, internal or external. So that's all about style tag. So thanks for watching and I will see you in my next section. Alright, welcome back guys. So in this video we are covering the summary of all the section or all the topics we covered before or in my previous videos. So this is just summary video which we learned in previous videos. So in the first part we learned the overview of basic tags. After that we learned download and setup files. After that we learned comment, as I show you right here. These are comments from this right here. And after that we learned doc type right here, document type. After that we learned HTML, then we head, then title, body, H1 to H6, P for paragraph, BR line break, HR for horizontal line, A for anchor tag or a link tag. After that link is used to linking your external sheets or style sheets or external resources. After that meta contain all the important information about your web page or a document. After that style used to style your HTML document, and in last summary. So these are some basic tags which we have covered right here. So that's all about this section. So if you have any question, you are free to type in comment box. Go there and write any query, question or a suggestion also. So hit the like button if you know any point from this videos. So thanks for watching. I will see you in my next video.